My name is Jana Bailey, and I'm the President and CEO of the River Region United Way. Everyone has a United Way story, and this is mine. I was born and raised in Montgomery, Alabama. I went to Floyd Elementary and Floyd Junior High School, and I graduated from Sidney Lanier in 1979. And I continued my education at AUM, graduating in 1983 with a degree in criminal justice, emphasizing juvenile corrections. I guess I always knew that I wanted to do something in the service area, particularly when it comes to kids, because as a child growing up in Montgomery, we had some challenges. My home was full of chaos and trauma growing up. My brother and I lived in a house of domestic violence, and these were in the 60s and early 70s when there wasn't a family sunshine center where women could go to and get counseling and be safe from their abuser. So my mother would load us in the car and we would drive around, or we would go to grandparents. I remember particularly one Christmas Eve that we had to spend the night in a hotel room just for the fear of my father. So there was no Family Sunshine Center. There was no Child Protect Children's Advocacy Center, both of which we have now, so that if there is a domestic violence in our community, there is a safe haven for women. And if there is child abuse in the family, or you know of someone that is being abused, there is Child Protect Children's Advocacy Center where they can go, and there's a safe place for them to talk about their abuse. As we got older and my parents divorced, my mother was the saint hero of our family. She worked 2 and 3 jobs just to keep food on the table, to pay our mortgage, and just to help out with other things that we needed. Fortunately, there was the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts. My brother and I were both members, and it was a great positive outlet for us to go and be with friends and learn about things. I learned to set the table with Girl Scouts, and my brother learned to camp and to shoot a bow and arrow. And so those were great memories for us, and those were the things that kind of kept us safe and kept us knowing that there was better things ahead. We got older and my brother joined the YMCA, and with the help of scholarships there, he was able to play basketball and have great mentors at the YMCA, men that took him under his wing and kind of guided him, so that by the time we both graduated from high school, we knew that there was a better life, and we knew that we were going to be safe and go on to contribute to our society. When I graduated from college, my first job was a weekend house parent at Brantwood Children's Home, which we now know is still in existence over 100 years. There were children there that were growing up in worse situations than I was, but still I could identify with them. I knew some of the trauma they had gone through, and to spend the nights and the weekends when they were out of school and be able to have fun with them and talk to them about their dreams and aspirations. Brantwood still today is serving those children that don't have a place, and they're going to school now. They have a high percentage of graduation rate, and a lot of them end up going to college. I know that one young man particularly is now serving Montgomery as a Montgomery police officer. On down the road, I went to work at the American Red Cross here in Montgomery and was volunteer in special events, but also went out on fires, which is what the Red Cross does, in disasters when there are tornadoes and hurricanes, to help those people. When my brother was 39 years old, he was diagnosed with brain cancer. And we were able to use the Cancer Foundation, which is another United Way agency. And they helped us along to get him to his chemo and to his radiation and all the other services that they supported us through that. Unfortunately, after only 6 months, my brother passed away of cancer. But the last 2 weeks of his life, we were able to call on Hospice of Montgomery. They came in, and they were not only with my brother, but they were with our entire family, my mother and my 2 sons and my husband, as we sat there with the hospice nurses on the last days of my brother's life, which we could not have made it without him. I've worked 21 years at Child Protect Children's Advocacy Center and been at the United Way for just 2.5 years. So my life of 63 years has been in Montgomery, and it has been part of this community. I've told you my story, my United Way story. I've told you of agencies that helped me and helped my brother and my family as they supported us throughout my life. I've also told you about agencies that weren't there but are there now. I could not have been in this position now and could not have done all the things that I've done without the United Way and what it did to my life. I want to encourage you to look around in your family, your neighbors, the people you work with, your family, anyone that you know. Ask them what their United Way story is. We all have one, and I'll bet that you have one too, and we would love for you to share it with us. But this is my time to share with you. I encourage you to give back to this United Way so that we can continue serving those that need us most.
Hi, I'm Cassandra. I'm so happy to be the co-chair of the United Way campaign this year with my friend here.
Yeah, I'm Mark Bunting. I am also co-chair and thrilled to be with my good friend Cassandra Crosby, and we are charged with helping raise funds this year for United Way.
And you know, United Way serves in so many capacities, from education to basic needs, and we're here to help the community, encourage the community to come and give with us, plant those seeds as we go and build our community back up.
This is a new United Way. We are energized, we're engaged. Your dollars, when we collect them, are going to be put to good use, and there's going to be a lot of thought and effort in how those dollars are distributed. So know when you make a donation, and that's what we're asking for here today, is to make a donation. Any amount, regardless of size, is beneficial to the United Way.
We want more. We want to give more this year, so we have a campaign goal, and Mark's gonna tell you about that goal. But you guys, I want to charge you today to give from your hearts, touch your community, and know that it's in your backyard. So we're here in the River Region, wanted to be the best year we've ever had so far.
So businesses, just personal donations, we have a goal this year of $2.4 million. And we honestly believe that we'll be able to accomplish that. This lady here, she can raise money, millions probably. She always looks like $1 million, that's a key, definitely. But our goal is $2.4 million this year.
Live United!